get the people to come over from Hollywood land. How we all doing today? Good. I am just filled with the spirit of the season. I tell you, I have been hitting that eggnog extra hard to get in the spirit of the holidays. Is everybody excited for another festive holiday tale full of Yuletide cheer? Very good. This story here is a personal favorite of mine. It is a classic tale of good and evil. It features lots of greed, a four-poster bed, and ghosts. That's weird for a Christmas story, right? Yeah, it's fine. We're already committed to this, so we'll move on. For this story, we are going to travel back in time to jolly old England for a dignified holiday tale written by Sir Charles Xavier Dickens and brought to you by Disney Plus. That's right, everybody. Disney Plus is paying to keep me around for the holidays. It's nice to have a streaming service that actually understands quality content. Losing this hat, just not made for me. We're gonna leave this over here. Now, this is so good. This is my favorite story. All Christmas stories are great because they make you feel so happy and joyful. They're just full of so much cheer. I'm gonna start at the beginning and go all the way through 160 pages, so buckle up. Marley was dead. Wow, that's a dark start for a Christmas tale. I don't think Disney Plus signed up for that. Let's move on here to something. Oh, this is less morbid. The meanest man in all of London town was a vile, ugly, hairy, smelly, prickly, miserly old brute by the name of Ebenezer Scrooge. Old Scroogey was a real curmudgeon who hated the holidays. He would always walk around saying, "Bah humbug, bub." He had a wonderful, charming, funny, although a bit of an acquired taste, employee named Wade Cratchit Poole. Yeah, poor Wade just wanted to take a single day off for the holidays, but Scroogey kept saying, "Shut up, get back to work and count me money." He was very mean, and did I mention smelly? And because old Scroogey was so mean, he was visited by the ghost of his dead partner, or dead man. X-Man. Yeah, that's low-hanging fruit, I'm sorry. His partner told him that he was going to be visited during the night by 3 ghosts who would teach him the true spirit of the season. Old Scroogey slept uneasy that night, like when you eat one too many chimichangas before going to bed. But then there was a bright light outside of his window. Ebenezer jumps out of bed and runs over. Ripping open the curtains, he sees Johnny Storm, just all flamey and bright. It wasn't Steve Rogers like we all hoped it would be. And he starts going on about a bunch of stuff, mostly in very vulgar language, which I'm not allowed to repeat here at the Disneyland Resort. Registered trademark. But basically, he shows Scroogey his sad, poorly rated X-Men Origins Wolverine. Then the second ghost shows up. It's the ghost of Christmas Present, and it's a giant, child-minded figure, larger than a normal man should be, made completely out of metal and with an obnoxious Russian accent. "Ebenezer, gaze upon the Cratchit Poole family and see your shame." He shows them a beautiful family living in a small studio apartment right off of Pico and Crenshaw. Blind Al, Dog Poole, and tiny little Peter Poole, who's obviously very ill and leaning on a too small crutch. They could barely get by on the meager salary that Wade's boss gave him. But then they go to a cemetery scene with the ghost of days of future past. It gets really crazy. The timelines get all convoluted. I'm not really gonna get into it because it's very scary and it almost destroyed an entire franchise. But basically at the end of this, Scroogey was moved to tears as they streamed down his cheeks. Like when you watch the climax of that perfect rom-com, The Proposal. All of these ghosts teach Scroogey that he needs to carry the true spirit of the season in his heart all year long and not be such a jerk all the time. Yeah, you get it. I hope you're not a jerk all season. It's fine. But then everything starts to get better. Little tiny Peter Pool narrowly avoids death. Scroogey pays to get him all healed up and they become pals. Scroogey stays true to his word and becomes a better man. And then in the end, little tiny Peter Pool runs up to Scroogey and looks directly into camera. I mean, right down the barrel, like he never took an acting class. And he says, "God of thunder bless us, everyone." And there is not a dry eye in the house. And they all live happily ever after. Especially because this story has been rehashed and merchandised so many times over the years. Yeah, it's what we in the biz like to call easy money. All right, thank you all so much for joining me for this rendition of a lovely Christmas tale. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, but I gotta go backstage now because I'm making fruitcakes for the cast and I smell burning. Happy holidays, everybody. Oh, and also, happy holidays, Disney Plus. Yeah, they pay me every time I say Disney Plus. Let's go watch Disney Plus. Thank you. I hope you all have Disney Plus. I'm gonna go watch Frozen while I make fruitcakes. And I'm watching on Disney Plus. I'm such a sellout.